everyone, welcome to Yogbela. I am Preeti. In today's video, I'll be talking about the day, my delivery day, my 30-hour long labor and my natural delivery. So I have my husband with me in today's video as he was with me in the labor room. He witnessed everything.
So in today's video, I think we will be talking about your labor, how it went, and your natural delivery.
Yeah. And how we dealt with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to start with,
Yeah.
maybe let's talk about natural delivery. What is natural delivery? First of all, how is it different from normal delivery?
Natural delivery is when labor is initiated by the body, progressed by the body in a natural way and without any intervention.
So in short, I guess something that used to happen maybe for our grandmothers
Exactly.
or great grandmothers.
Yes.
Yeah. Something when hospitals were not introduced in the formal way as they are, and everything used to be
Midwives
Yeah.
used to do that.
midwives involved, and everything used to happen in the home itself.
Exactly.
So that whole process
Is natural.
is natural
delivery.
because there was no medical intervention required to induce the pain. No medical intervention required as painkillers, epidurals, right?
This is an intuitive process where you are connected with your body and the baby, and it is happening on its own. Body is telling you what next to be done. This is how natural process is.
So now let's next thing, maybe why did you choose for natural delivery, or why did you think you have to go this way?
As I mentioned earlier, that I was scared when I got to know about my pregnancy. So the fear was because of the delivery day only. So I was afraid if I be able to manage, if I be able to take those pains. I was like, and then I read about it and gathered all the information around this thing and realized that natural birthing is intuitive and it is about listening to your body. It is a flow which will happen on its own without any intervention, and it felt that this is right. It was the voice which came from inside that this is something I should be going for, and I know it was not in my hand that if everything will be all right and I would be able to deliver naturally.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
the end
it can
result
be-
is not in your hand, but your
Yeah.
intention was in that
My
direction.
intent was to give my best because I felt that I am beautifully connected with my body. I know how to listen to it. Natural delivery is all about that. Listening to yourself because body will guide you. And I felt that I'm good at it.
So in those days, you used to read a lot of birth stories.
Only positive birth stories.
Yeah, a lot of positive birth stories, and those were also around natural delivery.
Yes.
Like how the whole process would progress, how it will initiate, how it would progress, and how would the final, delivery, how would the final delivery look like. So
Yeah.
you used to read hundreds of those birth stories.
I have read so many stories that I remember me dreaming about my own delivery, and as if I visualized it and created it here and it got manifested. This is how it happened for me. Also, I would want to mention reading those 100 birth stories was like hypnotizing my brain. Okay, it's going to be positive and it's going to be like this. Yeah, so this is what I did for me, and I meditated throughout pregnancy just because I wanted a result. So my mind was there that I want it, but I know not that whatever you want you'll get it, but then you can talk about your wants.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is what I wanted, so I got. This is fortune and I'm really grateful about it.
Let's now directly dive into it. Let's talk about maybe the labor. So it was 40 plus, I think 41st week.
Yeah,
and
21st September.
21st September. It was 41st week and one day. And it was our checkup
Normal checkup
with the doctor. When we went to the doctor, doctor said, okay, you are already due. So we'll wait for a couple of more days and then we'll naturally induce you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's also talk about maybe natural induction.
Yeah, natural induction is something I doubted initially if this is something can work. I mean, a few set of exercises or using breast pump can actually initiate labor. I mean, is it even possible? But you know what? It worked like magic. They started in the morning, 9 a.m.
So yeah, on 23rd, which was 2 days later,
Yeah.
We were called by the doctor that come here early morning for the natural induction.
9 a.m. it started, and midday, I think around 2 o'clock, we felt that we are in labor.
You started feeling some discomfort in your body.
Yeah, it was like gastric. It was actually like, because the doctor was also coming and checking, and she was saying that you are in labor. And then I was like, no, it feels like gastric. So
Yeah.
I was visiting toilet again and again,
Yes,
but then I
yes,
could not
yes.
feel that this is labor.
So basically, natural induction was those set of exercises
And breast pump.
along with breast pump, given on a periodic cycle, predefined. They have a regime which they follow,
Yeah.
and it is said that it either it induces the labor immediately, or if not, maybe they give it for a couple of days,
Correct.
and then
Yeah.
it onsets the labor.
Exactly.
So for us, I think it was
worked. In couple of
few
hours.
few
later.
hours,
Yeah.
and it started, and then the doctor said, okay, we are done for the day, you can leave for your home. While driving back, you still had those discomfort.
Yeah, I remember there was a place we stopped and we were doing some grocery shopping, and if you remember,
Yes,
and
yes,
it
yes,
was
yes.
hurting. So I was like, Nishant, it's hurting, but then okay, I'm doing the shopping, and but yeah, I remember it was hurting. In 15 minutes gap was there.
It was irregular.
Cramps.
So-
Yeah, it was irregular. So 15-minute, 20-minute, but cramps started.
Correct. So by the time we reached home, around 7:30, we were almost sure that now this
It has
cannot
started.
be the gastric pain. The natural induction has worked magically.
Huh.
It seems like that.
Yeah.
And then the next thing that we did was, okay, let's not tell anyone.
Yeah, we did not want the panic situation around us. So this is the reason we chose to not to tell anybody. Our parents were there. His sister was also there with us. But we did not mention.
So our
about-
families were there, but
Yeah.
we decided not to tell it to anyone until it progresses to a situation where
Yeah.
we have to rush to the hospital.
Yeah. So in the night, I remember around 9:30 or 10, where we felt that the pain is increasing like anything. So I was like, okay, let me meet my mother for a few minutes. So I asked you to call her, but when she entered and I saw in her eyes that as if she knows that what is happening, and I just held her hand. I'm okay. I'm doing good, because I did not want to show. I did not want that panic situation around me. So I was like, I'm okay. And then there was that wave, and then I was like, okay, mummy, bye. Ab aap jao. I did not want to see that pain in somebody else's eyes, because he was prepared. Lama's classes fortunately prepped him for that day, but then other people, the pain would reflect in their eyes, and that might cause panics. This is the reason we chose to not tell about the initial labor part to our parents.
So around 9:30, 10, it was, if I remember it right, it was around 10 minutes apart. So your pain intensified, and you were at the birth ball. The birth ball was giving you some
Yes.
sort of relief.
Yeah, I enjoyed birth ball till the very end. I did not want to leave it only.
Yeah,
I
remember.
wanted to be on birth ball throughout.
Yeah. So I remember from the Lama's classes, if the contractions are 5 minutes apart, they are 1 minute long, and this pattern, if it continues for 1 hour, it's the time when you have to rush to hospital.
Yeah.
Before that, it's just your early labor. Just stay back, relax in whatever situation you are. No need to rush to the hospital.
Exactly.
So around 10, your pain intensified. You are on your birth ball.
We also talked to doctor regarding this,
Yes.
and we were asked to relax, and yeah, there was also one technique told by the doctor to create
For sleeping position.
to create
Yeah,
what
the-
was that, if you remember?
Yeah. So the doctor mentioned that, okay, put pillows in such a way that your belly rests on it comfortably, and take a good sleep. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for you.
And I'm like, sleep. I was so restless. I remember me walking the whole day
Yeah, yeah,
and the next day.
yeah.
So I was constantly walking. I
Yes.
did not want to rest. If I want to rest for some time, it was just the birth ball.
Yes, yes. So doctor mentioning you take rest, but it was you, as you said, you were restless, no sleep.
Yeah.
So around 12, you took hot shower, which was one of the pain relief technique.
Yes. So the place where I got major pain was around lower back, and so when I was taking the hot shower, I took on this area, and which was like really, really, really helpful.
So around 12ish, it was I think midnight when you took the shower, and it gave you relief for few minutes. But then those contractions,
They were there,
they were slowly getting regular
intense,
and intense.
intense and regular. Yeah.
Around 2 a.m., I recall you getting very uncomfortable out of pain. It was immense pain, and we thought, should we even, is it the right time? Although the contractions were not 5 minutes apart, but the pain was so intense that we thought that, okay, let's rush to the hospital. But then again, you said that, okay, let me take one more shower. So around 3:30 a.m., you took one more shower. It gave you little bit of relief, no sleep, of course. And that's when we prepped our mind
That
that
now
soon let's start, because the contractions at that moment were 7 minutes apart.
Yeah, I remember 7 minutes apart,
In-
and it was like really intense. I could not bear that level of pain. And you know what? Around 4 a.m., I felt the urge to push, and I was like, "What is that?" It's not safe. I think we should leave. And that was the point. I told him, okay, now we should leave. I'm not going to wait because I need doctor. What is happening? Okay, so that was the point. Even if doctor tells you, stay at home for some more time, I'm like, no, we are leaving.
So I was constantly massaging
Yeah,
your back.
constant massage, constant.
So our fathers, they were there. We woke them up that, okay, it's time to leave for the hospital,
Yeah.
so that someone can drive, and while I can keep massaging you.
It feels like everybody knew, no? Everyone was awake when
Yeah,
when you went to inform fathers that because
the time.
we were like smart. Okay, let's choose to wake up fathers and tell them that take us to hospital. But everyone was awake. They didn't sleep, as if they had this
feeling,
idea
yeah,
or
yeah.
feeling that we
That
are going through.
They felt something weird in our behavior, that why they are shut behind the doors, and
Yeah.
it seems little odd. So everyone was awake.
Yeah.
So 4 a.m. we left for the hospital. When we reached there, in terms of effacement,
It was 100%.
it was 100% effacement.
My cervix was 1 centimeter dilated.
Yeah. So
And I was like,
that's
serious?
it.
And I'm going through so much of pain.
Yeah.
And you know what is the worst part? Doctor said it's just 1 centimeter dilated. So you wait for some time. Maybe you have to go back home. I'm like, no.
Yeah, because the pain was so intense.
Pain was intense.
Which we later got to know that because
Of 100% effacement,
yeah,
you experience that level of pain.
and the baby's position was already
Down.
So that's why you were feeling that pain.
And urge to push. I don't know. That urge was there the whole day. Although when the actual time came to push the baby, it was like even bigger than that little urge. But yeah, it was there the whole day.
After that, again the doctor said rest for a while. It's going to be a long day.
I could never rest.
So
I just could not rest.
As per the doctor, it was you can take
What is rest?
little bit
I
of
was
sleep.
totally restless. I was like constantly moving. My rest is birth ball time.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for few more hours it continued. The contractions were as per 511.
Yeah, it was like 5
They
minutes
were
apart.
they were exactly that. And then around 10 something, doctor came and they gave us a set of exercises which included stairs, lunges, squats, I think asymmetrical lunges, all those things. And doctor said that keep continue this. This will even
Every 15 minutes do
every
this
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, every 15 minutes. So there were nurses who were helping us out.
And you were continuously massaging me. It was like so continuous that the next day he got pain in his thumbs.
Yeah. So I think I remember during this whole 30-hour that massaging
They
your
were
lower
numb or just the pain you had?
pain. So for 30 hours, continuous massage to your lower back because it was natural delivery.
And you
there-
were my epidural.
Yeah, there would be no epidural as such. There would be no painkillers as such.
You were my painkiller.
So hot showers, hot water bag, massage. This was the only relief. Okay, so around 10, the doctor came. They gave us a set of exercises which were to continue for a few hours, which included squats, lunges, asymmetrical lunges, going up and down the stairs, everything.
Yeah.
So around 12:30, the mucus plug came off. Yeah. So thanks to again Lama's classes, that all that seemed that yes, you know this in theory, and
It is happening.
It is happening now. So nothing to worry about. We informed the doctor.
Yeah, that we are one step forward.
Yeah. But then again, the doctor asked you. So yeah, again something funny happened here. So the nurses, they kept telling you that this is a set of exercise. I think it was known as pancake, where you had to lie down and put your knees in certain position and do it over and over while lying down.
It was hurting so bad that when the nurse was explaining me the exercise, I was like, I cannot do it.
Yeah, because
I cannot.
Because lying down itself was too. You were feeling too restless to lie
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
And over that, playing with your legs over and over. So you said no to the nurse.
Yeah.
The nurse said, this will be really helpful. This will help you ease your back pain.
And also position of baby will
Yes.
change with these exercises.
Yes, the position of baby will change, which will help you
Back pain release.
release your back pain. But you were like, because I have a lot of back pain, I can't do this. Yeah. So the nurse was again and again, she was reminding you, this will release the back pain. And you kept.
Nurse was being really strict, but
You-
I was like, the pain is so much, I cannot.
You're like, I can do squats, I can do lunges, I can climb stairs, but you ask me
This
to
one
lie
I
down.
cannot.
This I cannot. So around 2:30, when the back pain was severe, doctor herself came.
No, nurse called the doctor, and the doctor was on phone, and then she gave that phone to me.
Yeah.
The doctor wants to talk to you.
Yeah. And then doctor instructed you that your intense pain would relieve if you do that set of exercises. So no point not doing it. You are extending your labor. This way it would continue for another 24 hours, 48 hours, which I don't want.
Yeah, and it was like my doctor, she was strictly telling me to do it, and I was like, okay, she's a teacher, I have to say yes. Okay, even if it hurts, okay, I'm fine, I'll do it. She's saying, I trust her. She's telling me to do it. I know it hurts really bad, but yeah, she's telling me to do something, so I have to do it. And then I did it, and the back pain was relieved.
And the back pain was relieved.
Immediately.
Yeah. And the nurse, she was like, I was telling you this since last couple of hours.
And you didn't hear me.
You didn't listen me out. But yeah, so yeah, that continued. And there is one more thing I think which we should discuss here is the diet. So you just had few dates, sips of lemon water.
That also I did not want. I think you were like coming and asking me to eat something. Take, I think iced tea. You had iced tea.
Yes, it was lemon iced tea.
Came from home.
Yeah. So our family back there, they were ready. They were like, okay, whatever you instruct us, we will send it across to you. So iced tea was there, dates, honey twigs, all those things. You just took a small bite and then you were.
I remember taking a bite of chocolate also, little.
Yeah.
Very little, yeah.
Yeah, but the doctor was like, go and have your lunch, have some energy, and then come back and sleep.
I did not eat lunch and all, anything, nothing.
No. It was just few pieces, a couple of dates, chocolate piece, little bit iced tea, lemon iced tea. That's it.
You know what I felt when I was in labor? I felt that every time I'm eating something, the pain is getting more intense. So this is the reason I was saying no to all these things. I don't know, it could be just my mind thing, but then yeah, I felt it this way. This is the reason I was like, no, I'm not eating.
Yeah, so we continued with the exercises, and around 5 o'clock, the water broke. Yeah, so
It was like splash.
it was splash.
I
of
was
water.
in asymmetric lunge.
Yeah, you were in
on the
asymmetric
bed.
lunge doing that.
Yeah.
Me massaging your back, and the water broke. Again, we were ready for it, and then the exercises they intensified. Nurses came with new set of exercises.
Deeper squats.
Deeper squats.
You remember me holding a bar and doing deep squats?
Yes. So there was a bar so that you can go deep and deep in your squats. Around 7:30, we were told that it's crowning.
Yes. And today is the day.
And today is the day. It will be, maybe couple of hours more at the max, and you would have your QT. So yeah, you continued with the squats.
Let me tell you one thing. While I was in labor, what helped me most relieve the pain was, of course, hot showers. Second, sitting on birthing ball with the stack of pillows in front of me and keeping my hands in this position, me doing the forward fold like this, and sitting on toilet seat helped me release tension in the pelvic region. So that was also a peaceful place for me. So these three things really helped me during labor.
Even squats. You did not want to come out of squats because they were helping you out.
Okay. This is something I do not remember.
Yeah. So even squats. You wanted to be in that squat position. You did not want to come out.
Okay.
Yeah. So around 9:30, with strong push, the head was out.
So when it started crowning properly, doctor asked me to touch and feel the baby. I was like, no, I want to focus more on this where I am, and I asked my husband to see the baby and to touch the head.
Yeah, that was again, out of the world experiences, those. So yeah, after the crowning, in the next push, the head was out.
Yeah.
Then we waited for maybe one more contraction.
And the body was out.
And a typical procedure in natural delivery is after basic cleaning with towel, they handed you over the baby without even cutting the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
It is that moment where baby. They say that baby needs to come and touch with the mother. There is skin to skin, and
baby was on my stomach and crawled up.
Yeah, and that's what relaxes the baby.
So after that, the most awaited moment where he was asked to cut the umbilical cord. So he has been waiting for this moment.
Yeah. So those Lamaze classes, they made me visualize that this moment will come where you would be cutting that. So I was waiting for that moment. So yeah, in the next contraction, placenta was also out. So up till then, they covered the baby
with the towel. And baby was with us.
Yeah. So we did not even ask what gender. Like we waited for a few minutes, and then we asked the doctor.
What's the gender?
So doctor just showed us, and she was so busy in all that she
herself didn't see.
Yeah, and then that was the moment where time froze. For next couple of minutes for me, I don't know how that time passed, or I actually got to know what freezing of time, or what that phrase means. Even for you, I remember you were just smiling,
it was magic.
Laughing.
I cannot believe I'm getting stitches down there, for which I was scared of. I mean, throughout life I was scared of that thing, and I was laughing when I got stitches.
Yeah.
In fact, I was talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were recording.
And also we were recording.
We were recording our moments. We were so happy. Even the doctor was like, okay, see, you were scared of this moment, and now you're so happy in this moment that you didn't even got to know that the stitches are done. So yeah, that was amazing.
Okay, let me tell you, I got minor 1 degree stitches down there.
Yeah. So which the doctor said in most of the cases,
Yeah,
it's a normal.
this is bare minimum.
It's a bare minimum thing to happen, which would heal very soon.
Quickly.
And I think about that we would even anyways cover in the postpartum
Correct.
video, which is coming up next. Yeah. So yeah, we had a cutie Arjia in our hand, and it was magical. It did not feel like how those last 30 hours.
I was so mindful in those 30 hours.
Yeah.
That pain also didn't feel like pain.
Yeah. So yeah, it was amazing experience. And again, a standard procedure in natural delivery, they latch the baby immediately soon after the birth because it's the golden hour, which is the best for the baby.
I would also like to mention one more thing. Natural delivery is a very beautiful process where body gets ready on its own. It felt like such a spiritual process, and there was a point around 5:30 when my water broke. There was some change in my voice. With that, I can shout louder and exert more pressure. It was very unique, out of the word experience I had. It was a very spiritual experience, connection with the higher powers. It felt that way. So in this video, we talked about my 30-hour long labor and natural delivery. In the previous video, we covered pregnancy journey, and in the later one, I'll be talking about my postpartum. Thank you, Nishant. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.